Welcome back. So in this video, I'll be showing how you can build this super simple ski or snowboard rack with just a single piece of wood, some screws, and some rubber bumpers. Let's get right into it. I got this idea from a Reddit post and thought it was really cool, so I wanted to try it out for myself. For the wood, I'm using a single piece of cedar dog ear fence picket. It's about 5.5 inches wide and 6 feet long. It was about $3.50 at Home Depot. I cut off the dog ear on the miter saw just to make it more even on both ends. Now you could go straight to mounting it onto the wall from here, but I've been wanting to try staining wood for a little while now and thought this would be a good opportunity to try that too. So I sanded it down with 120 grit, then 220 grit sandpaper with my orbital sander. After that, I applied an oil-based pre-stain conditioner with the staining pad. The pre-stain allows the actual stain color to be more consistent and not so dark in some places. After letting it soak into the wood for about 10 to 15 minutes, I wiped off the excess conditioner with a shop towel. Then I started to apply the stain with the staining rag. The stain I'm using here is dark walnut from Varathane, which is also oil-based. I applied it in a circular motion, then wiped off the excess stain by following the grain of the wood. I really liked how this stain ended up looking on the cedar wood. I stained the front and the sides, but left the back alone, since it wouldn't be visible once mounted on the wall anyway. After waiting a few hours for the stain to dry, I came back and applied a few coats of a water-based clear coat from Behr with the foam brush. I lightly sanded with 220 grit sandpaper between coats, always waiting at least an hour after each application for the polyurethane to dry before sanding. Once I was happy with how the finish looked, I let it dry for a few hours, then came back and drilled a few pilot holes before screwing the wood into the wall studs for the install using 2.5-inch construction screws. Then it came time to install the pieces that would hold my skis in place. For this, I took some rubber leg caps that are meant for tables and chairs. These can be bought from Home Depot, and the 4-pack that I bought only cost about $5. I drilled a pilot hole in the center of the cap, then drove a 2-inch construction screw into the front of the cap until it was slightly poking out the other side. I drilled a pilot hole into the wood here where I wanted to install the caps, then just simply screwed them into place. If you're wondering how far I spaced the caps, they're about 4.5 inches apart from center. To install the skis, you just raise them up and place them in between the rubber caps, then let them fall into place. I also added a hook to hold my ski poles. And that's about it for this simple but great looking ski rack. With this 6-foot piece of wood, you could probably fit about 3 or 4 sets of skis. So we've got plenty of room left for when it comes time to hang up the rest of the family ski equipment. If you liked the video and want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.